This is not what we voted for, but he has awakened a sleeping giant, and the American people are totally engaged more than ever. I mean, I've met so many people that are running office for the very first time. Thank you, President Obama. You know,
it's a silver lining in his election.
Yes. You know, so this is not about him. He's just the face of it. But this is about socialism, and we don't want it. We're a capitalist country and proud of it.
And if you want socialism, go live
Then
in
move.
another socialist country.
You don't like it? Move.
Get the hell out.
Lloyd, before you got involved in this movement, would you have considered yourself a Democrat or Republican?
Republican. Well, no, but like even stronger than that, I'm a conservative because I know that conservatism is best for all people. You know, I was raised in the projects in Baltimore. So was half of my family, and they died of alcohol abuse and drug abuse, and they had free housing, free health care, free everything, you know, and still they died. They had no self-esteem, because self-esteem comes from personal achievement, you know, and they had none.
Yes.
I like that.
There you go, Lloyd. That's awesome.
Were they happy?
No. They were absolutely miserable and angry. Most of the people in the projects were violent and angry, and I'm thinking, why are they so pissed? Because, you know, they have everything free, you know, because it goes against the human spirit.
What got you out of the projects, Lloyd?
My dad was one of the first blacks to break into the Baltimore Fire Department, and the welfare department raised our rent to $72 a month because my dad became a fireman. My father said, $72 a month? They're crazy. We're moving. And that was the best thing that had ever happened to us.
What was it like waking up in the morning when you walk out the door in the projects when you were a kid?
Hostile. There was a hostile tension in the air there, and you had to be tough to survive.
I heard a broken glass story. What was that all about?
Our apartment was on the 6th floor of the building, and they were always smashing the elevators, and so you had to walk up the stairwells, and the stairwells always had smashed out light bulbs and a wine bottle that smelled of urine, and people got mugged and raped there. And so when I came home from school, I have to walk up that stairwell in fear of my life, you know. But this is what happens when government becomes the daddy, you know. There's no dignity there or nothing, you know. And because my father had a job, and because my father was in my home, all of my father's sons are men, and we've all worked since we were 10, you know.
Did anybody ever tell you when you were a kid who you'd wake up in the mornings? Did anybody ever tell you who made that mess in the mornings?
No, like everybody was saying, like everything is the white man's fault. Like that's all I heard the whole time. And even at 10, like I was saying, well, how do we stop these white people from coming in here at night and peeing in the hallway and breaking up whiskey bottles? You know, I knew it wasn't the white man's fault because white people were not there.
One last.
I tell all of this in my upcoming book, my first book, Confessions of a Black Conservative.
One last thing there, Lloyd. What is your dream for hope and change for this country?
That people come together. That's what this tour is all about. I think it's heinous that the Obama administration has played the race card from day one, trying to divide us. So our mission is to bring people together, and hopefully I would love to see more black folks see the light. What was that thing we did in that park the other day? And somebody wrote an article saying that, like, I was the
in Birmingham, it was
yes,
Birmingham.
and they said I was the token Uncle Tom, and this was a minstrel show. You know, well, I don't care because people who write that kind of stuff are obviously knuckleheads. But like, I would love for us to get past race and for people to start seeing this movement for what this movement really is. It ain't about race. Like, it's about socialism.
Is it unusual for you to take a lot of heat for being a black conservative?
Yes, but it doesn't bother me in the slightest.
How about you guys? Selena, Will, you take much heat for being black conservatives?
No, I don't take a lot of heat. I don't necessarily know why I'm not going to try to understand that. I tend to give more heat than I take.
No.
Well,
His Marine!
I'm confrontational. I take the issues to people.
Are you?
I spark. Yes,
For
I am.
real?
Will, let me ask you. A lot of people say, is this a dying or a growing movement? Have your book sales
Oh my
been?
goodness.